Hey everybody, welcome back. 51 wins in a row. Clubhouse, 51 amazing games. How about that? Yo, I don't mind this. LL4J, my favorite rapper. QRML. So I don't mean to send anybody down a rabbit hole here. Oh, we want to be down. There you go. But I wonder, and I recognize that this seems insanely unlikely, but I wonder if we've had a duplicate seed ever. We've been playing, you know, I don't know how many episodes of Rebirth we're on now. It's got to be close to... Dude, I mean, come on. 3,000 or 4,000 or something like that. I recognize, like, you don't have to tell me the odds, okay? I've been through, you know, statistics class, and I understand to at least some degree probability and, you know, etc., etc. You know, with 30-odd spots, I guess there's less than 30 because, you know, there's some of the letters they don't use for seeds. But let's say with 20-odd spots for 8 letters, you know, the odds of you just randomly getting another seed are the seed you've already had, I should say, are pretty low, like infinitesimal. However, we're not quite at like a law of large numbers for like our own purposes. But we, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 runs is possible, dude. You know, things being statistically unlikely, I feel like sometimes rational people use a shortcut and go, oh, something is, you know, so unlikely as to be not worth, you know, even thinking about. But I don't know, I feel like this one, I'm not saying I think it's more than a 50% chance we've ever had a dupe seed, but I am saying that I think that there is an insignificant, however, more than merely theoretically plausible chance that we have seen the same seed 2 times. I'm not asking, because, like, the amount of work it would take to go down this route, I'm actually actively telling you not to do it. I'm not being like, hey, don't do it, wink, wink, but I'd love to know. I'm like, this is a colossal waste of your time. If you're, like, motivated to do it, please channel that motivation into something that's actually practical. I'm 100% serious when I say that. Like, I'm gonna be mad if I see a comment that's like, I know you told me not to do it, but I couldn't no, just go, like, I don't know, man, do the dishes, clean your room. Maybe you got some, like, outstanding bill payments that, you know, you got the capital for, but you're just like, I'll do it later. You know, just knock that out, right? I promise it'll be a burden off of your mind. You'll feel better having gotten through it. It was worth a shot. This is, it's a really good run so far. Halo actually, most of the time, is not that amazing for us, but was actually really, really great here because of the fact that, I think because it was our first damage upgrade. It always seems like the first damage upgrade is, like, disproportionately positive. I don't have necessarily data outside of the anecdotal to back that up, but... Plus, I mean, as compared to yesterday's run, this is insanely fast so far. Well, good timing. Definitely a Dark Bomb works here. Dude, I gotta be honest, I mean, it certainly, at the time being, seems like, win 52 is pretty much set in stone. Now, look, there's some situations in which hubris is gonna get you. I really, really do not... No. I really, really do not think this is one. By the way, you're probably like, why don't you take the game kid into this room? Look, I'm just... I'm lazy, okay? It's, it would have indeed been the right idea, but at the same time, I'm like, come on. To save half of a Spirit Heart, we're going to take Game Kid in there. Yeah, I mean, sure, it would be worth it, but at what cost? You know what? I think I should have saved my bomb. We could have made Yera work even better here. I'm trying to get better uses out of my Yera runes. And I think this was a good attempt, although the attempt has now manifested like nothing in particular. But I so often, like previously, how did I handle Yera runes? I would just wait until the end of the game. But sometimes you'd get like a Chaos card or something like that, and you'd be like, okay, I don't want Yera. So I'm trying to get in the habit of using Yera a little faster, to get some extra value instead of merely, you know, holding it for some kind of nebulous benefit in the future. Trying to get over too good to use syndrome, I guess, is a good way to describe it. Alright, I mean, this was an unexpectedly short floor. That's for certain. I know we got HP. We might only have 2 Spirit Hearts now. We did get 1 from the shop, so... This is really good. The deal with the devil, you know, I mean, it gave us Betrayal. I did like, there was a comment on a recent video that was like... He got Betrayal and Notched Axe? How could he lose? That's where I'm at right now. They knew what they were doing, by the way. They were not like... You know, they're not under the impression that Betrayal is like a good item. Betrayal, it seems... I don't know if it shows up more or if there's just a bias when it shows up, because you're like, ugh. Either way. Even with Curse of the Unknown, I feel confident in that. And you know what? I feel confident in this as well. I mean, now, look, you're never gonna get to the, I don't know, maybe Sinvictus at this point, but you're never gonna see me and Isaac not pick up any item pedestals that are bad passives, just in the hopes that we encounter a 4-room, or like I guess a Perthrow would also work. I guess in general, dude, I don't know. I hate to say it. I don't think I'm ever going to hit this level. But I will admit that it certainly seems like one of the littlest things you could do right is to not pick up meaningless passives that you pick up out of habit that don't actually move the needle for you. And instead, leave them in the hopes that you get a reroll machine where you could maybe reroll them into something amazing. Or at least useful. How often would I expect that to actually help out on a run? I don't know, maybe like 1 in 50? But I guess, like, it kind of... I don't know. I don't know if I ever... I think you can still be entertaining while distilling it down to its, you know, basis mathematical and probabilistic elements like that, but I don't know, it's a little too much for me, you know? We'll see, we'll see. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it now. Alright. Another good floor. In the books. HP's solid. You could give me an item, I guess. You didn't, but you coulda. You can't deny that. You coulda. Now, I think we will just head downwards here. As is, this is already very winnable. You know what? We will go to our shop. As is, this is already very winnable. But we definitely wouldn't mind some improvements. Anything to get Krampus's head more often is probably like the first thing. I think we hope for a reroll in a reasonable time frame. Okay. And I don't mind this. I don't mind just tossing the gift out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you have like a problem? Like, is there something to answer for? Hey, so we had an argument for about 3 years on this channel. If you weren't there, then, you know, you weren't there. Just take my word for it. But I would always say that the poop is not a good item, and then people would tell me, you're wrong, it is. If it is, then why is it the joke item that you get when the gift goes wrong? I will say, and this is gonna sound like ungrateful. I don't mean it this way at all. But there was a recent thread from Nicholas, the publisher of Isaac, that was like, you know, how'd you discover Isaac? How'd you start playing? And I got included in a lot of those tweets, which is very flattering. But so many of those comments also illuminated for me why I was having sleepless nights over Isaac comments for years. So many of the comments were like, I started in middle school after I saw Northernlion's videos on YouTube, and I'm still watching them to this day. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to, you know, have you watching the videos when you're in 6th grade. I'm happier to have you watching them now. You know, if it's 9 years later, you know, maybe you're finishing college or something like that, or you're in the workforce or whatever, you know. But definitely, I think this does a great job of explaining why the comment section in Isaac has gone from personal attacks over not min-maxing to thanks for the company. Again, and everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. If YouTube comments had really, like, existed, I mean, I guess they did exist, but, if I had, like, you know, my entire middle school demeanor I don't even know how to phrase it. Basically, like, you know, I'm not trying to make you feel bad by saying, like, oh, I bet when you were a kid, you left some nasty comments, because that might not even be true. Maybe you were, you know, the unicorn child that, you know, as a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old wasn't, you know, kind of a jerk. I would say that's abnormal. I would say most people in middle school, you know, when they think back, they'll be like, yeah, you know, I would have done some things differently. But you know, you give it, you gotta forgive yourself. You were a child at that point. You know, your brain is like, you know, 1/8 of the mass that it is now. Or, I mean, that's probably not literally true, but hey, don't get your medical advice from a YouTuber, okay? That's my advice on that one. I think that there is a sweet spot. Like, here's the thing. You want commenters to be nice, not always universally positive. You know, I think you should be able to civilly express your opinion. But, you know, you want commenters to be nice and polite and, you know, friendly, even if they're saying something that you disagree with. You could be, you know, you could have that demeanor when you're 8 years old. You could have that demeanor when you're 80 years old. What's the dream age for commenters? Dude, I gotta tell you. I would say between the ages of 20 and... I mean, this is a very ageist comment. I'm just gonna recognize that in advance. Let's just say over 20 in that case. That's about where I start to think, like... start to talk to people for the most part like they're human beings. Instead of merely, like, vessels for my entertainment. But it's just a hunch. Okay, so things got a little spooky here. I'm happy to have the tiers upgrade. I think we're bouncing. Again, I think that you could have civil internet comments when you're 5 years old. I don't know. Maybe that's stretching it a little bit. They might be civil, but they might be incoherent. And you could also, by the way, not all people over the age of 20 are nice in their comments. Some of them are like, you know, they're even ruder. That's just my assessment, though. If I had to guess, I would say that the average age of the Isaac viewer in 2014 was probably like 17 years old. And now is... realistically, maybe like 52. And I like it that way. We talk about the bond market. Glucosamine as relief for sore and achy joints. Is, you know, much more mature topics of discourse now. I thought I was going to get trapped there. Alright, this floor is like, we're reaching no joke level. What is no joke level? Well, if we don't get a damage upgrade on this floor, it's not going to be a joke. Or maybe the run will be a joke, but we won't be the ones laughing because the joke will be on us. Run is good. Defensively, very, very nice. Desperately in search of something to raise this damage from 3.4 to... Look, we're probably not going to get here in one floor, but to get to, like, from 3.4 to 6, I think, is, like, realistically a pretty good place for us to be. We can crush bosses with Krampus's head. Tech 0.5 means our DPS is not as bad as, like, our stats might look, and we got a great rate of fire. However, we would definitely also love to get a damage upgrade. No doubt about that. Pandora's Box on Depths 1. It's 4 Spirit Hearts. I think it could definitely be worth it. Not disappointed in that. 4 Spirit Hearts is worth a lot more than most items at this point, I think. Now, normally I probably would have maybe tried to buy a battery charge, but golden bombs are quite helpful here. The Emperor, huh? Okay. Okay, place some bombs. This is important. Place some bombs. It's important. Hey! How dare you? But also, I'm still kind of stuck here. Did you somehow not get hit by that? Did you get, like, iframes or something? That was incredible. Alright, now, we're doing fine now. Everything's okay. Range up. Not super exciting. I mean, I wouldn't be, like, upset to get Lump of Coal. I'd be pretty upset to get another Krampus's head. We really needed... And I mean, upset in the sense that I'd be like, how about that? Twitter, do your thing. Okay. Alright, that's something. That's something. We'll take a range upgrade, and... It's alright. I mean, so... is it a joke? No, it's not a joke, okay? So it's still, like... We're in a little bit... It's a little spooky. On the bright side, we do have, golden bombs for the remainder of this floor, which is pretty solid. I mean, we always got Dark Bum doing our dirty work for us, which Steely Dan refuses to do. They refuse to do. Sorry, I have a Discord message. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Okay. I cannot share the message, but it is mundane and unexciting. So don't worry about it too much. That was just Funko Pop. They want to make an NL Funko Pop. They says it's going to be a bigger seller than Captain America, dude. Poggy. Hey, 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 hey. Did I say that out loud? Oh, frick. Oh, that's... Oh, we've already been. I was going to say that's huge. Turns out not huge. Amazingly, we're still on pace for boss rush, which is pretty much just because of Krampus's head. We may, by the end of this floor, it wouldn't surprise me if we ceased to be on pace for it. Yo, Steam sale is super good though, especially because we just got a bunch of extra capital. Okay, you know what? Okay, fine, I'll open it. I don't regret it. I don't know why I'm calling it capital now. There's only two reasons you should be calling something capital. One is you recently started to work at a mutual fund. The other one is you've recently read some Karl Marx. And I'm in neither camp. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Why do we have so much knockback? I'm not trying to be the complaining gamer. I'm just like... Oh, you alright, dude? You need to see a chiropractor. Okay, piercing shots. You know, we got everything, we got the whole house outfitted here. Piercing shots, good rate of fire, dark bomb, decent spacebar item. It's like we got the whole house, but we don't have a toilet, which, as I've mentioned many times, is a very important part of the process for me. I would rather have an Emperor card because it gives us boss rush access. But hold on, you definitely want to hit the shop here. There was a reroll machine. Stopwatch, pretty good. Pretty good. BFF is not good enough with our current familiars. It's tough. I don't necessarily think the compass is that great, but it's, I think, good enough. And again, well, we don't really want to get the boss rush super quickly here in this case. We mostly want to... We'd like to get to it, yes. But we definitely want to hit item room and possibly shop in advance, depending on our financial situation. I mean, straight up, the most important thing for us right now, if we could actually just get more mapping. Or alternatively... or in conjunction, rather, more opportunities to use Krampus's head, like you know, car battery makes it twice as good, 9 volt, you know, makes it, we use it more often. I don't think we want that, honestly, although I'm kind of tempted by the fact that it could give us Beelzebub, Well, I think we're good to go. We don't really want our cursed room. I mean, we could play this for a bit. I do not mind. The money's not worth much, admittedly. But, well, I mean, neither is the HP, all things considered. Suppose we are generating flies. Alright, when you put it that way, we will be leaving. Because our flies are nothing to write home about. We want a devil deal here, dude. How can we make that happen? How can we make that devil deal happen? You could get a red chest and teleport from your curse room, maybe? Help me! Oh my god, I'm not used to having that much speed. That was too much. I think we're totally safe. But I definitely am aware of the fact, I would say we're on threat level light green right now. We're not, I just moved right into that, I can't complain. What is threat level light green? Well, dark green is no threat level. Dark green is like, you know, it's October, the first week of October in middle school. You're past that like early stuff where the teacher's gonna be like, hey, introduce yourself to everybody. Honestly, like Book of Rev is a free win, but Parasitoid Tears is kind of like the energy we need moving onwards here. Yeah, I call it Book of Rev. We're cool like that. You know, June, May, you're starting to get into exam season. September, it's like, oh, please give a 20-minute speech to tell everybody what you did on summer vacation. We're in October right now. You know you're going to go, you're going to sit in your desk. Maybe you're going to make a hand turkey or something like, I mean, maybe not in middle school. I think it has to be this way. Oh, thanks for your help. You know, we got low levels of anxiety on that. But right now, we're on light green. Light green is trending towards, you know, the amber light. The amber light is where things get a little bit, you know... We're not at amber yet, but we're trending toward it. So check this out. This is what we call gaming. Using a tower card and then a chariot card to ensure our own safety. The man's non-stop. Alright, we do not use Onzus here. We use Onzus on the cathedral, which is our next floor. Okay, I'll take the full HP. Honestly, Dark Bum, you haven't earned my trust back. I'll never trust you again. Am I a joke to you? Alright. This is a very weird floor layout. I'm here for it, but it's a very weird layout. Should have saved the battery charge. Okay, one more rate of fire increase. Say a pretty low priority at this point compared to our 3.4 damage stat. I know, like, 2 floors ago, I was like, dude, if we can just get that to 6, I'll be happy. Now I'm like, dude, if we can get it to 3.5, I would at least be like, at least we got something. But the stopwatch is proven to be worth its weight in copper, which is thankfully what we spent to get it. We did match the odds and get a deal with the devil. Dude, honestly, yeah, we definitely do not mind this. I am very for this, although I'll admit it's mostly for Ma of the Void. And our damage is now, it's almost 5. Can you believe it? We did lose, I would have rather have lost Fate's Reward than Dark Bum, but Dark Bum, I mean, it's not bad. It's actually like one of the best defensive items in the game. However, it's not reliable anymore either. So we're gonna use our bombs to skip these basic rooms that are kind of annoying. What we want to do though is use Ma the Void to kill weak enemies. Like these enemies are weak enough. Oh, this room means we win the game. I'm not even just... Oh, we don't fly. Never mind. Did we not have Fate? Am I insane? Did we... Dude, we forgot to pick it up, didn't we? Did we? Oh, no. That one, especially after the comment discussion, that one's gonna get people riled up. Why would you walk into it, dude? Come on. Come on. It's a bold choice to use all your bombs on nothing. There we go. Why is that the Halloween theme song? You ever notice that? Oh, baby. Okay, so that's a free item. We love to see it. If they ever make an Isaac 2, please, oh, that's pretty good. I think it beats Krampus's head, honestly. If they ever make an Isaac 2, all I ask is that you can keep the fortune teller as a mechanic, but please, God, remove the fortunes. I'm begging you. I'm not trying to be like a big baby about it. It's just, it adds insult to injury. Okay. Very happy with this. Very happy with this indeed. We're not going to use Crystal Ball. We're going to save it for our next floor. Just going to keep pumping the... Okay, you know what? You got me. You got me mighty good. Make me think I'm mighty sick. Although the damage is comical, we're gonna come out of this with a dub. You know what? Maybe this is what I get earlier in the run when I said like there's a 0% chance we lose this one. It turns out I would even say we're in threat level amber right now, to be honest with you. I don't say that lightly. We very rarely get to threat level crimson. The most common way you get to threat level crimson is just by starting an Eden run with no HP. To be in threat level crimson at the end of the game is something that makes your chest tighten up a little bit. Okay, we want no curse of the I can't see the map, please. No curse of the I can't see the map. Beautiful. We can see the map. We got a spirit heart. Blow this son of a gun up. We don't have any bombs. Oh, good, a tears upgrade. Just what I wanted. It did break the cap, so maybe I shouldn't complain, but... I don't know. I am sort of tempted to take experimental treatment, but... I don't think in good conscience I can recommend it. Because if it gives us a damage down, we're gonna pass directly into Crimson. Do not pass Amber. We have bombs. Okay, we just come back. Kick it in. Celtic Cross is not so bad. At least there's some usefulness associated. Now you get the choice to do one long room or two small rooms. We take two small rooms. It's not even close. Because the large room that has like, oh, but now I'm thinking, I'm like, the large room with the envies is actually like potentially pretty sweet for Ma of the Void. But why are we talking about Isaac's strategy? You know we're good. I know we're good. You know we're good. We lost Dark Bum, so that's irrelevant. Yo, it's Celtic Cross. I was like, wait, why are we invincible? That's huge. Thank you for your support. There we go. Another Demon Heart. We're gonna be fine. You know, we lost a little bit of banter tech as we got deeper and deeper into this run. But that's only because, I mean, we were still dealing with 3.4 damage until, you know, mere seconds ago. Yo, that's also huge. I am ready to finish this run, please. I honestly think we should just go hard right here. And if we get hit, we actually... Okay, we shouldn't get hit twice. But if we get hit, we don't really sweat it. Because of stopwatch, which is actually going to make our quality of life, like, substantially better. And then we're just trying to... I mean, I'll admit, this is a bit of a flex, okay? We're trying to flex with Ma of the Void, knowing that, you know, there's a lot of flies that get spawned by this fight. All we got to do is... you know, do a little ducking and dipping and diving, and it seems like we're A-okay. You can just run into him for no reason as well. That sort of thing interests you, but... And it does. We're free. All right. A little spicy, but we made it. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's 52 in a row. Dude, very exciting. Thanks for your support. I'll see you next time. See you.